below, hit that share, hit that subscribe, do it all, or we're gonna hit you.
Lucille, she looks thirsty. So.
Multiple times.
Hey everybody, it's saNMen PR Vlog. I got my dad right here. We're gonna be checking out the top 5 matches of 2017, and by the end of this video, you'll know what Dad and I think is the match of the year. Right now, we're watching John Cena versus AJ Styles. This was a WWE Championship match. It was at the Royal Rumble in 2017 in January, almost 1 year ago. A lot of people are highly touting this as match of the year. Dad and I are rewatching it and refreshing what happened that night. And I think you can kind of see why people hold this match so highly in regard.
Oh, they're just indestructible, both of them. They just keep going.
It's a very back and forth struggle.
I don't know where they get the energy.
No, these guys are not normal human beings. They're exceptional human beings. And the WWE delivers this content. Dad and I and my brother, we love the WWE Network. We get so much enjoyment and so much entertainment out of the $9.99 every month. WWE Network is just a value we can't put it's worth every dollar, right, Dad?
That's 100%. You know, it gives you a stimulant.
Ooh, you saw that?
To keep on keeping on.
He just countered the 450 splash. AJ landed on Cena's knees. It's a vicious match, but we'll check in next. I'm gonna show Dad the New Day versus the Usos, which was at the pre-show of SummerSlam this year. That's another one that a lot of people are regarding as match of the year worthy. So after we've watched all 5 of the choices, Dad and I will come back at you and we'll tell you our decision as our choice of match of the year 2017.
That's correct.
More later. Like how much credit do you give both of these men for the performance of this match?
I give them equal credit, you know, but we knew one of them was going to lose.
So that's 1 of 5. So we're going to be moving on to the tag team match. The Usos, SmackDown Tag Team Champions versus the New Day, SummerSlam 2017 pre-show. So this is SummerSlam this year. The New Day was taking on the Usos. Wow, that was so close. Very intense tag match. Dad and I were discussing earlier that 2017 Xavier Woods was allowed to be in the ring more frequently, and this year he proved all the naysayers and doubters that said that he was a cheerleader to the group, that he didn't offer anything to the New Day other than comedic relief. In the year of 2017, Xavier wrestled a lot, and not only did he wrestle a lot, he was very impressive in the ring. His arsenal of moves is so different than both Big E and Kofi Kingston. So he's an invaluable member of the New Day, and he proved it this year. And that's absolutely apparent in this match.
Yeah, he don't even play the trumpet no more.
Well, he doesn't have time to.
He just carries it. You know.
It's a fantastic match. We highly recommend. If you didn't watch it, this is in the SummerSlam pre-show. It's not in the actual SummerSlam pay-per-view. So when you're looking on your WWE Network, only $9.99, you want to go to the pre-show option before the event, and that's where this match is. What a fantastic match this was.
They're just tremendous.
These two teams have been at each other's throat all year. This just happens to be the most intense contest they had this year. But New Day and Usos have had put nothing but stellar matches this year. The rivalry's still going strong with these teams. This is the last reaction we're going to do for tonight. We're going to continue to work on this series tomorrow. We have some more matches. We're going to be doing the UK tournament final match, and that was the two gentlemen from the UK tournament, Tyler Bate and
The champion.
the guy that has the belt currently right now. Very intense match. That's probably me and Dad's favorite right now as match of the year. We need to rewatch it and be sure. So look forward to the rest of these reactions tomorrow. And we'll have this uploaded on YouTube on New Year's Day.
Tally ho.
We'll catch up tomorrow. Today is New Year's Eve, 2017. We're continuing our rewatching the very best matches of WWE in 2017 right now. My dad and I are watching SummerSlam from this year. The main event for the Raw brand was a fatal four-way for the Universal Championship. It pit Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe. 4 monsters. It's a very intense match. There was a lot of close calls. There was a lot of speculation that Lesnar got hurt in this match, but you know, so far it's been extremely wild.
It's electrifying. You can't take your eyes off them. 4 gorillas there.
Do you understand why this match is in the contention for match of the year?
Definitely, yeah.
It's a high energy, high excitement match. It's hard to take your eyes off it, just like Dad said. We just want to go ahead and wish everybody a very happy new year. To all those who watch our content, thank you. Continue to watch, continue to like, comment below. We will be reacting to Alpha versus Omega next week. That's Chris Jericho versus Kenny Omega in New Japan. Once I find that video on YouTube, Dad, Charles, and myself will be giving you our reaction to Chris Jericho wrestling in New Japan against what is arguably the hottest property in pro wrestling right now, Kenny Omega. And this is a guy who's been dangling himself in front of the WWE for a few years now, that his popularity has grown. And ever since they acquired AJ, he's really become the big man over there in Japan. And now the WWE is just salivating at the mouth to get this guy to sign a contract to come back to the U.S. So this might be the year that we see Omega in WWE. Maybe he'll debut at the Royal Rumble. Another event later in January 2018 is the 25th anniversary of Monday Night Raw. Raw has been on the air. It's going to be 25 years running straight on USA. It's been on other networks in between then, but it started on USA and it's still on USA. Charles and I have been watching since episode 1. For 25 plus years we've been watching Raw. And Dad's been watching it a good solid, 8, 9, 10-ish years now. So he's no junior fan anymore. He's a tenured fan now into pro wrestling. He's an invested fan.
I see the value.
As you can tell from his...
Those people risk their lives. They could be crippled.
So look, at this point in the match, Lesnar was put through not 1 but 2 announce tables. And they actually threw the X up and they crowded him. They're going to take him away on a stretcher.
He can't get up.
So that's the point of this match. This is from SummerSlam of 2017. We'll come back at you at the end of this match and give you our thoughts. And we'll continue to watch the matches that are up for nomination, including Tyler Bate versus the guy, the bruiserweight guy, whatever his name is.
Match, yeah. Power after power. You're springing up at the right moment.
We're at the tail end of the Fatal 4-Way from SummerSlam. Again, this is a Monday Night Raw brand match. It was a Universal Championship title match. Lesnar has held the title since WrestleMania until current. So that's about 9 months he's had the belt since he took it back from Goldberg. There were a few times in the year where I thought they were going to let Lesnar lose, but the guy always comes back. Him versus Samoa Joe in that one-on-one match came very, very close. That was a very physical match. You can see our full reaction to this Fatal 4-Way up here. we did a full reaction when this was live. You can watch it right up there. After this one, we're going to be checking out a women's division match. It's actually going to be Asuka versus Ember Moon, and this was from NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. The third time they were in Brooklyn, and that was in August of this year. A lot of people are touting that this is a match of the year candidate, so Dad and I are going to rewatch that, and we're going to see if it's justified on that list or not, and give you guys our reaction.
That's right.
So we're in the thick of this match. It was Brooklyn, NXT Brooklyn, August 2017. Asuka was at then the NXT Women's Champion. She was defending against Ember Moon. This was the second match that these two ladies crossed paths. And so far, Asuka's been keeping Ember controlled. Aside from Ember landing a few shots here and there, she's got her arm injured. She ran Ember into the steps. She ran her into the steps outside, and since then that arm has been useless. She's still fighting though. Ember's got spirit. We've seen a lot of incredible women's matches this year. The quality of the female competitors has been risen. The bar is so high now.
They know what they do.
The women's revolution is real.
It's real.
We're excited about Royal Rumble. There's going to be an all-female Royal Rumble. That's going to be insane.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that Ronda Rousey of the UFC is a favorite to come out.
Who's going to win that Royal Rumble women only? It's going to be the one that saves her energy to almost the last part. You know, we got the little atlas here.
Make sure you follow me on Instagram. We put a lot of wrestling content on Instagram because there's no copyright strikes on there. You can see a lot of our NXT and WWE Network reactions on Instagram. Follow me right there. So anyway, after this match, we'll be going to the UK Championship back in the second half of the year, and we're going to watch Tyler Bate versus Pete Dunne, and this was for the first one ever to be crowned the championship. So that's another match that Dad and I
guy with the hand.
Yeah, Tyler. And then Pete Dunne, the one that the crowd calls Bruiserweight. That guy is so vicious in the ring.
Oh man, he's a killer.
He has no remorse for his opponent.
No, he's a killer.
Zero. So that match is coming up next. NXT. Probably one of the best things about having the network subscription is being able to see NXT every week. And every week, even as the roster has changed, that program has delivered so many good, entertaining rivalries, and tag team division is really strong. The women's division of NXT is really good. It's just a great program. And
it's the future is coming from right there.
One of Dad and I's favorite thing about NXT is it immediately goes from start in the ring. There's very little promos. There's a whole lot of wrestling.
Non-stop.
Right.
It's not like it's
one match after another. There's no goofy, awkward promotion. You know, they have to fill that 3 hours on Raw somehow. And they're not going to do it with matches. We're finally seeing the end of this match. What a match, right?
I think it's unbelievable.
Tip your hat to this one, man. You can see why
I think it's unbelievable.
People hold this one up as you should definitely allow yourself to check out NXT TakeOver 3 Brooklyn, and that's Asuka versus Ember Moon for the NXT Women's Championship. Excellent match. So we're going to go ahead and jump back in time now, and we're going to go to the UK tournament. The last two guys in the tournament, that's Tyler Bate and that's Pete Dunne. It was a vicious match. We still remember the match, but to be able to watch it again is going to be a fun experience.
It's going to be a thriller.
If you've not allowed yourself the pleasure of watching that, the UK tournament, watch the whole tournament because every one of those matches was
electrifying.
Breathtaking, yeah, electrifying.
Yeah, I mean electricity all the way.
It's New Year's Eve. saNMen are reacting to WWE, the very best matches in our opinion of 2017. And after this next one, Dad and I are going to give you our choices of what we think is match of the year.
Look how strong, man. That skinny guy to do that. Try to eat some more pound, guys.
We are watching Tyler Bate versus Pete Dunne. This was for the UK Championship. This is the very last two guys in the tournament that night. Very, very big match feel for these two very young wrestlers. There's not a big age difference in the two. Pete Dunne's like 23, and Tyler, at the time of this recording, was only 19. 19 years old, still a kid, really.
Yeah.
Amazing to be in a match of this magnitude and this many. The fans in England are so vocal and they're so different than the US fans. This was filmed in Blackpool, England. Blackpool, of course, is where William Regal was born and raised. That's his part of England. He's not a London guy. He's from the more blue collar, a lot of shipping industry, a lot of, you know, Tyler Driver chant there. But yeah, one thing about Pete Dunne is watching this guy wrestle, he literally tears his opponents apart on the mat. He manipulates joints, he breaks fingers, he does anything to cause pain.
Anything to put the guy out as soon as possible.
Hence the nickname he's been given, which is Bruiserweight.
Yeah.
People call him Bruiserweight.
Yeah.
There's a fall attempt. At the time, Tyler had some support tape stuff on his shoulder because the night before this match, Pete attacked him after the event was over to weaken him so he'd have a better shot at winning. And, you know, it didn't pan out. But look, what do you think of the spinning move he does?
What a strategy, huh? I mean, like what they do to a cobra. You know, they do to a cobra similar stuff like that to break the cobra concentration.
Is he done?
Well, Pete got to be going airplane, helicopter.
What a match.
Unbelievable.
We'll come at you closer to the end, and then Dad and I will reveal our choice for the match of 2017. I did notice that on the network they did add a little shortcut under the show options, and they have a little spot with just 2017 Match of the Year candidates. So that's a pretty convenient feature they added if you're looking on the network yourself today. So anyway, this is saNMen React to the very best matches of 2017. We'll come back.
Looking forward to 2018.
Oh yeah, tons of wrestling, including the Royal Rumble, of course, which happens to be my favorite pay-per-view every year. I look forward to the Royal Rumble. Ever since I was a kid, the Royal Rumble has always stood out to me most. And the fact that we have 2 Rumble matches this year makes it even better for me. So,
First Women Rumble.
yeah, I'm excited about the Women's Rumble, for sure.
Well, who do you think could win it?
I mean, it's a little early to guess right now, but you know there
Throw a name,
there could be some surprise entrances. You know that we don't know who we're gonna do.
we don't know at the last.
A lot of people are saying Ronda Rousey, but we'll see. Look at the crowd, man, to England. Okay, Dad, what do you think?
I think this should be the match, yeah.
Is this your match of 2017?
Yeah.
Nothing moved you more as a fan than the performance of these two guys.
That to compete, and blood, sweat, and tears, and to win.
I think we're unanimous in this decision. When we saw this live the night it happened, we felt the same way then. That we had just witnessed something special. Like,
They don't happen too often.
the refreshing thing about these two young guys putting it all out in the ring the way they did, it was just refreshing to enjoy as someone who spectates pro wrestling. So If you haven't given yourself the opportunity, definitely check out the UK tournament. It's in the network. Watch the entire tournament because every one of those matches, these guys really put themselves on the line. They're highly entertaining. So we're going to go ahead and give our choice for the best wrestling match of 2017 under the WWE corporate umbrella. We're going to give it to the UK Championship Finals, where Tyler Bate took on Pete Dunne, and the first UK champion was crowned.
No doubt about it.
You want to say anything about New Year's?
Well, there's another turn on the clock, and y'all be careful. Try not to drink too much. And
The year 2018,
the
man.
year 2018, and let's thank the good Lord
Yeah.
that we haven't gone to war with Korea. God bless all of you. Is our prayer.
Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year,
Thank you for
everybody.
watching. Comment below what you thought was the best wrestling match of the year. Dad and I would love to hear what you thought. And we'll see you guys on the next wrestling reaction video, and that will be Chris Jericho versus Kenny Omega, New Japan Wrestle Kingdom, Alpha versus Omega match. Thanks for watching, guys.
Truly lose.